All right, what's up, y'all? Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy KT the Gamer, the Narc Slayer, and I'm gonna do a little gameplay. Y'all see me play this a lot. Hope you guys enjoy the show. But yeah, this your boy KT the Gamer, the Narc Slayer, and today, hold on, let me fix something. All right, today I'm going to talk about the story of my narcissistic teachers, part two. Okay. We just gonna play something. Y'all enjoy the game show. Y'all enjoy the gameplay. Y'all have any comments on my game? Y'all can still give me a root for me on here. Like hey KT, you a beast at them headshots. I don't care. Do what you say. What you got to say, man. I appreciate that, bro. I will appreciate that. But anyway, so I'm gonna start the story off. Now the last story. I'm sorry if my voice kind of sound rickety rickety, but anyway, to start the story off. I was dealing with a teacher, okay, from my last video. I had plenty of narcissistic teachers I was dealing with at one point in time in my life. But this one particular teacher, she was like an assistant teacher, and what we did in class was, um, okay, the class I was in, people try to call it special ed, but no, it's called the OCS program. Basically, occupational course studies. I know a lot of y'all out there probably know what that is, or whatever. Y'all probably don't. It basically teach you life. It teaches you life. Like it teach you, they teach you like regular students, but naive students, which is the popular kids, don't know. They try to treat it as, oh, they
Kill
special
confirmed.
ed kids. No,
Kill the enemy and collect their
because some
tags.
people have development issues on certain learning. Like me, I suck at math. Like that was my problem, and I'm good at comprehension. Why is it glitching?
Lost one.
For them actually, but yes, I'm good at comprehension and uh reading. I got a college level reading. I ain't perfect, but that's about it for me. People try to
Kill
people try to
confirmed.
treat it as somebody slow, this and that and the third. Okay, kids would do that. That's understandable, which it sucks. But yes, they do that.
Hardline online.
It's when the teachers do it that's the problem. Okay, the teachers felt like since, let's say for example, I have somebody in a wheelchair in my class, stuff like that. You know,
Confirmed Alpha.
I have people who had like not mental problems, but not just disabilities, but learning disabilities. I even got a learning disability as far as math.
Friendly
Like
UAV on
I'm
station.
still trying to learn. Like I know 2 plus 2, but I don't know, the square root by pi of 78, some shit like that. I know it's probably not a such thing, but you know what I mean. I'm not Albert Einstein. Some people don't know all the calculus and shit. I can get to know it. I might need some help learning. I'm good at learning.
Friendly airstrike
I got a C in algebra, so you know what I'm saying. That was in middle school, so that's the best I can do there.
AO.
Shit,
Friendly cluster mine set.
damn near almost B. So hey, anyway, my thing is, I had this one assistant teacher for the occupational course study thing where
Hostile UAV in
we
the
had to
area.
we had to work to get jobs. Like we had to like I could say pretend like we getting jobs.
EKIA confirmed.
We had to work as if we was really getting like we got a job. Okay, she'll make us put on uniform like for uniform school, and it's like everybody was thinking we going on field trips, but it's not. It looked like it though. We were going on these trips like going to Walmart, going into
Enemy UAV overhead.
like you had to be in 12th grade for it too, something like that. We was going to Walmart. What else we were going to? Hope you guys can hear me good too. We was going to like Big Lots in a retirement home. Okay, that was my favorite one because I don't know why it was just peaceful there. It just didn't smell right. No offense. I'm not trying to be mean, but I had to be honest. I'm like, yo,
Confirmed
it's
that
things
one.
up in here. but not all through the whole building. It didn't. But anyway, that's besides the point. I had to put detail into the story. Y'all know how it goes. So I'm not gonna say her name, but I'm gonna call her Miss Kiki. Well, Miss Kiki, the reason why I said it was Kiki, she's black or whatever. But anyway, she basically had this thing she was doing, and I started to notice it. One day I'm in class, she
Moving here.
Approaching your six. She was whispering something in I got a friend that was in Woodchair's ear. She was whispering in his ear about something. Then as he's listening, at first he's laughing and talking. Then you know how you go to somebody go to your ear, or you see somebody go to somebody else's ear. They're laughing and talking about something. That's usually just being human. And then their facial expression kind of changed a little bit, like. And then he started breathing a little hard. He had like he about to have a tear come out his eye when they left. I know she whispered whatever the fuck may be in his ear. So I was like, I wanted to ask him, "Are you alright?" But something didn't feel right. But I shook it away, like, "Oh, okay, I think he'll be alright." He might have just got mad about, some kids they get mad at the teacher, if they're getting told what to do, just being immature. Hey, I was immature too. I ain't like what the teacher tell me to do. That's what I thought it was. But I felt, me being an empath I am, I felt like something wasn't right about that situation. Out of all situations, like whatever he was whispering, whatever they were whispering, whatever she was whispering in his ear, wasn't no, listen, you have to get your grades up, or you need to stop acting a certain way, or else I'm gonna write you up. No, it wasn't none of that shit. No. And this is the part I'm gonna get to. This woman did the same thing to me. Only except she didn't whisper in my ear. Okay, I'm laughing and talking, and just like any other narcissist, you always happy-go-lucky, which means that includes laughing, talking, playing, having fun, being yourself. Even though you're in school, in the technical sense, it's the wrong time to do it. Shit, we kids, we gonna have fun and dance and play and have fun and shit, and goof around. And I was part of a class clown crew, and that's what I called it. Okay, we used to do pranks and shit, like do what they call flag fall, where we all fall and out of nowhere. It was shit on. That was like shit on YouTube. It was a trend going around where people would go do this thing called planking and stuff. And planking is like laying in one spot on the ground. And, it was like in the 20. This didn't happen around like the 2013 area, you know what I'm saying? 2012, 2013 era. Well, most of 2013, the way shit happened at the time with this story. But anyway, I'm sitting in class laughing and talking, and just like any other narcissist, they take away your confidence, and they go by the one thing that hurts you the most, or they know that can hurt anybody the most. Me being a big guy, big people, they know to have a smell to them. Body odor or whatever. Well, I don't, what I'm saying? This is not me trying to sound good for YouTube. Like, I stink, okay, but no. I've had people tell me when I worked at Amazon, this is like, years and years later after that, but I had one girl tell me, when I worked at Amazon, yeah, you sweating, but you smell better than a lot of other these motherfuckers in here. I was like, oh, damn. She came out of nowhere and told me that. So I'm like, okay, boom. That's not that. I had women tell me I smell good, for they always tell people, for a big dude, you smell good. For a big dude, you smell good. Or, now one thing I do hate, this is off the subject, but I hate when a woman say, for a black girl, you got good hair. Like, stop. Don't stop it. But anyway, that's besides the point. So, as I am, what I was doing, oh yeah, I'm in class. She sits beside me out of nowhere. Miss Kiki, I'm gonna call her. She sits beside me out of nowhere. And as I'm laughing and talking, she literally sits beside me at my desk. Like she sat in the desk next to me. This is how childish they are. Just to tell me this, you could have talked to me in private. This is how, even as a kid, I felt strange because I knew it was unprofessional. Oh, got the last kill. But anyway,
Mission complete.
I
Solid
knew it was
work.
unprofessional in a sense after it happened, but I didn't think of it that way, but it is regardless. And so what happened was she looks to me and goes, um, you are a bit musty. You need to make sure you take care of yourself at home. Something like that. One of them things. You know, you'll be, you know how you gotta, sometimes you gotta tell people, let them know like something, you stinking a little bit. I smelled myself. I'm like, I smell like soap, you know, I smell like a woman. I always say I smell like a woman. I wash up like a woman. That was my thing. You know, that's what I was, known for saying. That was my catchphrase. I'll be like, yeah, I wash up like a woman. Something like that. That was I said it on my videos I record. So, okay. I was making me some food. Okay, had to cut the oven off. But yeah, my thing was, I was, I always said that, right? And so this bitch gonna say, yeah, you are a bitch. I mean, no, she didn't say you are a bitch. She say, yeah, you are a bit musty. You need to, make sure you put more deodorant under your arms and blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then that's when I wanted to kind of low key tear up, and I was breathing hard, just like my boy in the wheelchair. People used to call him Swerve because he always swerved in there. Shit, he was cool. He was just paralyzed on the waist. There wasn't nothing wrong with him. He had a little temper on him, dog. Give him that. But anyway, so that's my bro. Shout out to him. He know who I'm talking about. Anyway, um, uh, I actually got him on my Instagram. I fucked. That's my boy for years. But anyway, and his brother. But anyway, um, he. Now I look back and reflect because I'm always reflecting. Just like when I was dealing with dealing with a narcissistic ex, the one I was with at one point in time in my life. That's how I can put it. Anyway, so yeah, I started reflecting a lot, and I reflect a lot after situations or overthink is what people want to call it. But I reflect to make sure I'm not tripping. Now that I look back on it to this day, yeah, that's why my bro was acting strange after whatever she whispered in his ear. Because, and here's why, when you're in a wheelchair, I guess they can't feel when they need to use the bathroom or something like that. Or, sometimes he would have a little smell to him, but, he couldn't help that. He had a, disability he really couldn't help. No matter what you say, you can't, a person can't help what they can't help, so you can't, you know what I'm saying? That's like you talking to a 600-pound person that can't wash a certain part of his body. You try to talk shit to him like, oh, you stink. You can't, they can't help that. You gotta bear with people these days. You gotta be patient. If this person's really smell bad, you gotta just walk away. That's the best thing to tell you. But with him, he had to wear a diaper. Anybody that's in a wheelchair, they gotta wear a diaper. It's normal. It's part of life. So this woman, she tried it with me. And when she sat beside me, she tells me, yeah, you're a bit musty. You need to watch under your arms a little more and this and that. I didn't want to tear up, but I almost wanted to out of anger, but then it didn't do that. I was more of in shock. But I was thinking like, damn, if I really got mad at it, if you see my tears coming out, then they gonna know something, somebody knows that they fucked up. So she said that, right? And so now I'm starting to notice, these teachers are insane. Not just the teacher from part one. Something wrong with these teachers. They narcissistically abusive. I ain't know what it was called, but now I know. Even they will, a narcissist will admit how narcissistic they are. Like for an example, I have another narcissistic teacher too. I actually recently saw her, where I worked at when I was working at Food Line. So when I was working at Food Line, y'all had saw her. Long story on that, but I'm gonna make a part 3 about her. But this woman here, she started a lot of this shit. And it's, well, not a lot of it. But the teacher from part 1 started a lot of the narcissistic shit. Talk about how I'm not gonna be a wrestler and shit. Okay. And sorry I told that story real fast. It was a 10-minute. That video had a 10-minute mark, and I wanted to make a part 2 to that, but then I didn't want to, drag that story out because fuck that teacher. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, y'all know me. If I'm doing a story and playing a game, it's gonna be hard for me to talk sometimes, or talking about narcissism, which I am. But anyway, this woman, she set up a situation where they would like narcissistically abuse us. Like every time one of my other teachers would say fuss at a student in class, here come Miss Kiki. That's what I call her. The teacher would be like, you guys need to get your homework done, and Katari, you need to get your homework done, and blah, 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 and stop missing out on your homework. And then she would come out of nowhere and put her 2 cents in and be like, I know, seriously. Like she'll say, let's say if I'm a teacher, let's say y'all a teacher, and you tell the student, you need to make sure you stop missing days out of school. Here I am out of nowhere. Seriously, I mean, my God. Shit like that. Like, she knows what she was doing. Because, when a student getting told what to do, they feel some kind of way. It's part of human nature. You're going to feel some kind of way a little bit. When you add on to it, it's going to make the feeling even worse. I'm all about feelings. I'm an empath. You know what I'm saying? So I know how people feel. That shit sucks when somebody act like that towards people.
Throwing flash grenade!
So, this woman would have a habit of doing that, but I'm going to get more to that in a second. No, this woman, she would say, they would always both tag team with each other and talk about how everybody smell in class, shit like that. That's what they would do. But one time, like I said, Kiki came up to me, sat beside my desk, and let me know how I smell. Okay, cool. So when she did that, it set off a alarm in my spirit. Like, okay, something ain't right about this teacher. Now, I've dealt with narcissistic teachers, but not nothing like this one. Okay, not nothing like the group of teachers I was dealing with. All right, and part 3 is going to be a good story of how I won against these teachers in my own way. But anyway, y'all, it's gonna be a conclusion to this whole series. So when the teacher told me. When the teacher told me that shit, I was pissed. I told my mom about it. My mom was pissed. Okay? She said one more thing. I'm gonna write a letter. And that's gonna be in part 3. So a lot of people started to take heed on Miss Kiki and her ways. Karma started to get at her sometimes. Like, she would sit at the desk, and one time she fell back. Or sometimes somebody will talk shit to her. And, just like any narcissist, they so sensitive and fragile. They don't like it when the table turns. They take it really bad. She would say stuff like, don't give me lip. You don't talk to me like that. And whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Right? So, it was one day, when you say no to a narcissist, and this is childish. This is how I got my revenge on her. It's the smallest things. I always say in my videos, you would think the best way to get revenge on a narcissist is by being a narcissist towards them. In some cases, yes, but sometimes you got to be smart about it. Sometimes you can discard them, devalue them back, but don't do it so much, because then it's gonna look like you playing their game. Do it a few times to show them like, hey, you're not gonna do me like that. So once I started doing that, we went like hell. I like that. But anyway, we went like crazy. Anyway, what I did was I said no. The teacher was like, Y'all be ready since y'all been doing good. Miss Kiki was like, I'm gonna make sure y'all, you know, I'm gonna make some Oreo, some kind of Oreo pudding custard thingy or whatever. It sounded good. It looked kind of good. I ain't gonna lie, but I ain't touch it. I would do things like ignore her. I would be like I'll be in a bad mood about shit. Like I was in a bad mood about when my teacher told me I wasn't gonna be arrested. You know, I hold grudges, so I was down and out about this shit. I felt down and out, and I was gonna get down. I mean, admit I was. And so she would do, you know, they do these evil things. Like she would do these evil laughs. She would say, "Katerrius, are you all right?" And I ignore her, and she'll go,
What are you aiming at me for?
like, you know, I feel so good. I'm getting away with all this evil. That's how these narcissists do. They think they can get away with all this evil things they doing, so they feel good that they did get away with what they did. But they thought they got away with something they said or did, but they really didn't. They only, and they're delusional. They thinking they're getting away with it. You're only getting away with it because, you know, a person did something, you didn't get caught in the act. But no, in the universe, God, you know, and his angels are writing that shit down. Like, okay, this person's doing this. All right, here comes the karma. You get what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, we win again. But anyway, this woman, she would say stuff. She would, you know, have this evil laugh, and I'm like, let's say I have my head down on my desk, and I'd be stressing out about shit, like what I was told. Oh, you're not gonna be arrested, like on part one. This woman would like ignored me because she know now just like I'm not playing. I had enough of all these teachers' bullshit. It was breaking me down, and I remember, I knew I was getting broken down. At first, I thought it was this narcissistic ex I was with. No, school was breaking me down, like just like any other narcissist. They tear your soul away. Okay, they make your health deteriorate. Your health, I can't talk right. Your health deteriorate. Y'all know what I'm saying. They destroy your health. I remember my kneecaps started to feel weird. Like if I like get up on a curve on the sidewalk and put my feet up to get on the curve, my knee would feel like it want to give out. Like I'm like, damn. I thought because I was drinking so much at the time. I used to drink. Okay, I was just partying. You know, any teenager do that. I don't even think it was that. It was emotionally draining being in that school. And it was Rocky River High School. Yes, I said it. But anyway, so when I was in the class, what I was gonna say, when it was one day how I got my revenge. I was in class one day, and she was telling all the students, since we did good on our grades, whatever we did good on, I forgot. It's been so long. It was 2013. That was years ago. But anyway, but I ain't forget how I was treated. I'll never forget that, even if I'm not mad. But anyway, she was gonna give out this dessert that she made at home, and she was like, "Y'all be ready if y'all want some, okay?" Everybody was like, "Yay! All right, we good." You know, that's how they love bombing you anyway on Narcissist. She was just love bombing us the whole time, and I didn't realize it. Okay? I know this story seems long and drawn out. I'm playing a video game, and, you know, I get the cord out. Sorry, y'all. Anyway, let's keep it going. I had put the damn headset cord out. Yeah, if my story is long and drawn out, I'm so sorry. I'm getting to the point. So, hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Damn it. I gotta take this out of the oven. Damn it. I always fuck up. Okay, I'm still continuing the story. So, matter of fact, give me 5 seconds. Hold on. I gotta get this out of the oven. I have to get this out of the oven. Oh man, I hate when stuff happens. Anyway, back to the story. as yeah, here comes the day that she gives us this dessert. And like I said, you would think the things you want to do to a narcissist will hurt them. No, it's a small thing. Number one is telling them motherfuckers no. Okay? And so here's what happened. This is how you know this narcissistic bitch of a teacher she wasn't even a full ass teacher, like teach the class something type teacher. She was just a person for teaching us how to take these trips on going to pretend like, not pretend, but, basically teaching us how to work, literally, like get a job, life. Okay? And yeah, I was in the kitchen, y'all. But anyway, so this woman, I'm in class because, like I said, the first time I ignored her because I was in a bad mood anyway, and I'm just early in the morning. You talk about, and they do that shit to you too. They knock you. A narcissist will knock you down and shoot you down and ask you why you bleeding and hurting, or they would do some fucked up shit to you and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" the next morning, like that shit didn't even happen. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. I mean, all narcissists do this, okay? So they can feel proud of what they did. That's like making a good tasty ass sundae and putting the cherry on top. I always gotta add that cherry until that cherry turns to a cherry bomb and you finally explode. Then they can't handle that shit. But any fucking way, my thing is this woman fucking sits there and she offers the class this bullshit dessert. Okay, in school when the teacher offers you some sweets, that's like the best day ever. You know what I'm saying? Like best day ever. Anyway, like SpongeBob. But anyway. I'm gonna change that gun up. But yeah, so this woman, she offered the class this dessert, and next thing you know, it's time. It's dessert. It's that day of when she gives everybody this dessert. So she called everybody up to get one. So and so, it's your turn to get one. So and so, it's your turn to get one. Katerius, do you want one? I'll say, oh no, thank you. And I got back to work. And at that particular day, when you focus on you instead of that narcissist, that day I didn't know what I didn't know I did that, but I told my mom that. But first I told my mom about it. I skipped the part. I told my mom, the situation. I was like, Mom, she's trying to be all nice to everybody now. She's trying to serve people, this dessert. She said she made it home. She was like, don't eat that. She probably might have did something to it. My aunt said the same thing too. So I said, you know what, you might be right. I'm gonna listen to my aunt, just like Kevin Hart listens to his mama. But I ain't, Kevin Hart cussed out his teacher. Me, I ain't cuss out my teacher. You can cuss him out by saying no. To them, that's a cuss word. That's a big no-no. Like telling them no is the worst thing you can do to them. And I didn't know this at first until I realized the way the stuff they started saying. And y'all finna be like, what the fuck, really? Yeah. So like I said, if you're an adult watching this video, keep an eye on your kids, man. These schools, man. These teachers are narcissistic. This is what they're going through right now. So they coming home stressing. Maybe this, and they know they ain't doing nothing wrong. It's these teachers fucking with their feelings. I was just letting y'all know that shit. But anyway, if I'm cussing, y'all be all right. But anyway, so when in class, I told her no, and she gonna say, here's what this bitch gonna say. She was right though. She wasn't wrong. She say, oh, your mom must have told you to say no. Even if she did, I made my decision to not want none. So why is it a big deal that I didn't want none? They literally made it a big deal for me. They made it a big deal that, of the simple fact that I didn't want any Oreo pudding custard shit she made. Okay. I'm like, y'all really y'all that sensitive and fragile that I said no because I didn't want none. Like the way how they made a big deal about it, they was having a full conversation. Like they was surprised because I'm always talking about food. And I'm always talking about when it's lunch. But that particular day, that caught them off guard. Because think about it. When you're dealing with a narcissist and when you don't comply to their rules and their regulations and you don't comply to their delusion, they basically, oh shit, oh that was close. They basically, I know I'm losing, but anyway, I'm telling y'all a story. But anyway,
Hostile UAV active.
when you don't comply to their little, shenanigans, their bullshit,
Hostiles deploy the counter UAV.
when you don't comply, they look at it as a threat. They see it as like it's battle mode now. And this is what started a war, a mental war between me and these teachers, bro. I swear to God, because they was doing this to a lot of people, but I'm the only one who fought back. But in my own way, I was fighting back in an intelligent way. And this last story is gonna be good. The way I got my revenge on her, technically, and then I got revenge on all my damn teachers in my own. And just for having this YouTube channel and me just living life. But you'll see why I said it on part 3. But here's part 2. This is the last segment of this story. Okay. Once I said no to her that day, they gonna say this is what they said. Oh, they try to make you feel bad for following, for doing what you're supposed to say. I mean, doing what you're supposed to do in life. For example, they say, oh, your mom must have told you not to eat my food, like I'm, because it made them feel like they're a bad person. See, they want to do these fucked up shit, do these fucked up things into you and say things to you, but they don't want to be considered a bad person about it. Like, hell no, you are bad. I don't care what disorder or disability you got. You got a spiritual disorder, okay? You got a spiritual disability. You lack empathy. You like to hurt people to make yourself feel good. And but they ain't think they ain't see it. They saw I had the potential to win against these motherfuckers, and I already won to this day. Because I don't really think about it no more. The only time I think about it is because I'm telling this damn story. This is the only time I thought about this shit. So anyway, that's where I win at. And that's where y'all gonna win at mentally. So there were times where she would drop little hints and stuff. They like to drop little hints at you and mock you when you have boundaries. Because I had a boundary. You would not talk to me like that. You would not treat me like this. I never did nothing wrong to you. You don't know me like that, so you don't treat me wrong. That's what it's like. That's what it is when you fighting back against a narcissist. That's what you letting them know. You will not treat me wrong. I don't care what your problem is in your life. You're not going to take it out on me and use that as an excuse to treat me wrong. So when it's almost like they were jealous because we were young and they were old and their life was they got to be a life of a teacher. We got potential. We get to be whatever we want to be in life. That's what they were jealous of. That's what I'm assuming. But anyway, shit, they used to assume shit about me. But anyway, back to the story. This is the last part. One day we went to the one of the work sites. We got to do these jobs and shit. These are occupational occupation OCS program jobs. That's all I want to say. So where we'll volunteer work at these jobs at Walmart and stuff, and it'll look like we're working, but we do it for a grade. Okay, that's what I meant to say earlier. So what happened was this fucking woman would.
Hostiles deployed the bomb drone.
This woman, she was saying, you remember that song that came out back then with Rihanna and Young Jeezy? I go hard. Yeah. She started singing that shit. So I'm like, what you going hard about? Because I started to notice people like to drop hints on how they feel, even by singing a certain song or playing a certain song, or people like to be petty. Because I'll be petty too sometimes. Like if I have a problem with you, I'll play a certain song. Like, for example, that song "Get Back, Motherfucker, You Don't Know Me Like That" by Ludacris. If I really don't like you, I would do stuff like that. But now I'm old, I don't really like doing that. But if I do it, you'll know how I feel. At least you know how I feel. I know I'm gonna lose this match. I ain't worried about it. I care about y'all more. But anyway, I like the way my calling card looks. Anyway, it's all angelic. But anyway, this teacher, she was singing that song. I'm like, damn. So I know she must be feeling some kind of way She must be narcissistically injured. She basically felt some kind of way because I said no, I did not want no Oreo custard shit. She bullshit she made. Yeah, I don't want to eat no doo-doo from you, bitch. That's how I feel. That's how I felt, you know. But turned out, it turned out she was basically being narcissistic towards me the whole time. Sorry if my story was long and drawn out. I didn't mean for it to be like that, but hey, I just had to give every detail out. If my words sound a little slurred, I'm so sorry. I'm hungry as hell too. My mouth is watering. But anyway, I just want to let y'all know that story about one of my narcissistic teacher part 2. Be ready for part 3. I'm gonna talk about how all of them teamed up against me now. All of them teamed up against me. Okay, so be ready for that. So like, subscribe, and share. Hit that like button. Just be ready, and I will be live streaming like I always do. Love y'all. Peace. Let me see if I can get this off.